Hello, spellcasters of all shapes and sizes. My name is Chance, welcome to my Spellbook, and thank you so much for tuning into another very special episode of our Homebrew Spells series. Today we're going to be taking a look at Arcane Diffusion Bomb, which is, for lack of a better term, pretty much exactly what you think when I said that. Yeah! In any case, this is the first 9th level homebrew spell we're covering, and it is created by the one, the only, Runesmith! If you don't know who he is or what he's about, he makes satirical D&D videos, super funny guy. Feel free to check him out. Also, this is adapted by Flying Doom Bunny over on D&D Beyond. So, in the description, you will find Runesmith's channel, the Runesmith video that this spell actually comes from, and the Flying Doom Bunny link to D&D Beyond as well. Fantastic! With that hyped up intro out of the way, let's take a look at this spell's mechanics. Your cast time is a whole hour, and although it doesn't say it's concentration, I would make an argument that it is, but we'll roll without just for this point being, just to stay as close to Runesmith's as possible. Your range is a moderately decent 60 feet, and the duration is instantaneous, well, kind of, once again, we'll get into that a little bit more later as well. Its effect at a glance reads as followed. Choose a point within range. After you spend an hour gathering energy into that point, you launch it into the air. 1d4 rounds later, it produces an explosion on the point you choose. The following effects occur. Creatures within 30 feet take 20 die 8 plus 150 magic bludgeoning damage. Creatures within 120 feet make a constitution save or take 20 die 8 plus 50 radiant damage, half as much on a successful constitution save. The 30-foot zone becomes a dead magic zone. For the next 1d10 days, creatures take 15 radiant damage per turn when in the 30-foot zone. All non-magical plants and animal life within 300 feet dies. The components are verbal, material, and somatic. Verbal means you have to speak forth an incantation. The material component for these are an Arcane charm and a written prayer of an apology for the terrible atrocity you're about to occur. And the somatic component means you have to gesture with one hand. The school is, unsurprisingly, Evocation. Fantastic! With those crazy mechanics out of the way, let's move on to the spell's full description and break it down a little bit further. Choose an area within range. Then you spend an hour gathering arcane energy into a single focused element. It then launches from your location, soaring into the air and ripping itself apart. 1d4 rounds later, the bomb will impact the target area, creating the following effects. All creatures within a 30-foot radius automatically take 20 die 8 plus 50 magic bludgeoning damage. Creatures within 120 feet must make a constitution save or take 20 die 8 plus 50 radiant damage, taking half as much on a success. The 30-foot radius around the bomb becomes a dead magic zone. All non-magical plant life within 300 feet withers and dies. For the next 1d10 days, all creatures within the created dead magic zone take 15 radiant damage each turn. Oh, holy moly. Runesmith compared this to a nuclear bomb, by the way, and I feel like that analogy really works well for this. To be honest with you, I don't know if I'd allow this in my game. I get it's a 9th level spell, so I mean in that regard, I could see an argument being made for it, but it just seems like you're asking for trouble. I would also certainly make this concentration, since in the spell description, it literally says you spend an hour gathering arcane energy into a single point. That to me seems like you're concentrating on it, you know? I feel like if someone walked you or hit you in the back of the head while you were doing that, there might be some complications a little bit later on. And the duration of Instantaneous, is a little bit of a misnomer as well, because it takes that 1 die 4 rounds, and it technically lasts for 1 die 10 days, but whatever. I mean, it depends on, I guess, how you're looking at it. Overall, though, I like it. I think it's cool. I know that there are ways to achieve results like this through other spells as well, so it's not outside of the realm of D&D possibilities. In any case, let's move on to some alternative uses here. So, it's a little bit complicated in the way that this spell does what it does and not much else, right? So, I would just use it as almost a kind of terrorism thing, almost. You could literally just wipe a city clean off the map and work your way up to a position of global dominance. It's quite good, and if you're a high level wizard, high enough to get your signature level 9 spell, there's a couple ways you could probably cheese this so you were able to cast multiple Arcane Diffusion bombs. So, it's pretty rough. Global Domination, that's my alternative use. I feel like a lot of the level 9 spells are kind of going to fall under that category anyways, so yeah. That being said, guys, if you have any alternative uses, interesting ideas, modifications, or comments you'd like to make about Arcane Diffusion Bomb, please take it down in the comment section beneath. I just really like hearing what you guys have to say. I'd also like to take a moment to thank our patrons, Marcos G. Guzman Jr., Reina, Tanner Frazier, Kenny Garcia, Bruce T, Tato Seal, and Spider-Man, and his amazing friends. Thank you so much for the support, guys. It's been unreal getting to know all of you. If you want to chat with myself and a couple of people I mentioned on this list, please check out our daily live stream from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We do it almost every day. There are a couple times life gets in the way, but I'm always sure to update the communities tab when that happens. And if you like that cool hand-drawn Dragonborn and you'd like your own copy of your hand-drawn D&D character, please check out our Patreon videos to figure out exactly how to do that. That being said, guys, thank you so much, and an extra thanks to Runesmith and Flying Doom Bunny for helping me out with this video. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and as always, happy casting.